You don't have to be good at video editing in order to look legit on video and grow your audience online with YouTube. But if not knowing how to edit your videos is what's holding you back from creating content, we need to get you started. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to teach yourself to edit videos in just 1 hour, including the time that it takes to watch this video. Now, editing videos for YouTube is something that I love to do myself, and I love to teach other people how to do it here on my channel and in my paid program like Social Video Pro. But I often run into this big roadblock from clients and customers and random people who message me on the internet, and they say, Meredith, I'm not using the same video editing software as you. Do I have to use Final Cut Pro? Do I have to use Premiere Pro? And the answer is no, you really don't have to use anything that I'm using. Use what you have and follow the steps in this video to teach yourself how to edit videos using whatever software you're using, whether it's Final Cut, Premiere Pro, Premiere Rush, Filmora, Camtasia, ScreenFlow, LumaFusion, iMovie, DaVinci Resolve, but you can figure this out as long as you follow the steps in this video. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna record 2 clips either on your phone or with a camera, whatever you have handy. And you might be thinking, oh, I already have footage that I wanna edit. I just need to edit what I already have. I hear you. That's why you're watching this video. But I promise, just follow the steps in this video and then you'll be able to edit your footage really quick and easy because you'll know exactly what to do. So you're going to keep your camera rolling throughout this entire clip. You're going to hit record, and then you're going to record this clip that I'm going to tell you to record, and then you will stop recording. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the camera. Make sure you're looking directly at the lens of your camera and not at yourself on the screen. That's important. That takes some practice, but you're going to record into the camera. You're going to say, my name is, and then insert your name, and then you're going to snap 3 times for the camera. Yes, I know, it sounds weird. Like I said, follow me here. You're going to snap 3 times, and then you're going to, again, look at the camera and say, on this channel, I talk about blank, whatever it is that you talk about. And then you're going to pause and snap again 3 times for the camera. And then for the 3rd time, you're going to say, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. It's a weird sentence, I know, but it's a sentence that has every single letter of the alphabet. So it's a good one to practice. And after you say that, again, you're going to snap 3 times for the camera, and then you're going to stop recording. So if you mess up your words when you are recording, just stop and start again. Just stop and start again. You're going to make your 3 snaps after a good take, after the words come out of your mouth the way that you intended for them to come out of your mouth and it sounds good. That's when you're going to snap 3 times for the camera. So here's what this looks like. My name is Meredith Marsh. On my channel, I create content about creating and editing videos. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. If it takes you 17 takes to get the words to come out of your mouth correctly, seriously, that happens to me all the time. That's totally normal. That's why you're making the 3 snaps, and I'll show you why that's important when we get to the actual video editing. In fact, the worse you do at recording your quick project right now, the more you're going to learn about video editing, and in turn, the faster you're going to be at creating videos from beginning to end. So now you have your single clip done. It's in your camera or on your phone. Now you're going to use the same phone or camera, whatever you're using, and record something around you that hopefully has something to do with your channel. If not, you can literally just record your desk. So for about 5 or 10 seconds, you're just going to record a little bit of footage. It could be of anything other than you. And what you're creating here is called B-roll. So this is video content that you can use in your videos over top of your talking head, your A-roll. we'll talk more about that in just a minute. So next you need to import your clips to your video editing software. Now remember, I said it doesn't matter what software you're using, all of the steps that I'm going to show you are the same. So if you get lost or you don't know how to start a new project or add clips to the software you're using, just Google it after this video is over. And I'm using Final Cut for this at the moment. If you want a dedicated tutorial on Final Cut, let me know in the comments and I'll try to make it happen. Now, if your files aren't already on your timeline, you're going to drag them or add them to your timeline. And once you've done that, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. You're going to see your clip down here, and you can also see that you have your audio. And you can see those little wiggly things down there at the bottom. Those are the waveforms. And you want to look for the 3 spikes that you made after you had a good take when you recorded your clip. Those 3 spikes are where the good takes are. All you have to do is look for the wiggly waveforms that are happening before the 3 spikes, and you know that's where you said something good. Instead of scrubbing through this entire clip trying to find exactly where the good parts are, what do I need to keep, what do I need to get rid of, you can laser focus in on those 3 spikes because you did your snaps, and make this really quick for yourself. So the simplest thing to do here to teach yourself how to edit your videos is to look for those 3 spikes right here. And you're going to make a cut. I'm going to just hit the Command B, and I know that right before here you can see where I was talking. You can also see my mouth moving right there, and you know that's where I'm going to be talking. So all this stuff was me messing up. So right here we're going to clip that, and then I'm going to delete this whole part before that. I don't even have to watch it because I know it wasn't good, because I know where my 3 snaps are. And then I'm going to come find the next 3 snaps, which are right here. I can see I'm talking right here, so we're going to clip that and take that whole section, clip that, trim that, cut that, whatever, however you want to call it. I guess technically it's considered a cut. And then our next 3 snaps were there. Yeah, we're good with that. And then here's our 3 snaps. Since I'm at the end, I can just take that, and then I messed up here, so it's like right there is going to be our good take, and everything before it is not good. So those 3 things that I had you say, your name, what you're talking about on your channel, and then the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, those are our 3 sections of our clip right here. We have a really great rough draft, but we need to fine tune it just a little bit. So what we're going to do is I'm going to zoom in here, and we're going to basically go frame by frame. I use the left and right arrows on my keyboard to figure out where I stop talking, which is like right there. And so before my hand comes up to snap, so we're going to trim it all the way there. And then on my channel, we're going to come right to where the waveforms are starting here when I start talking. Okay, moving on to the next one here. So again, I'm not even listening to this, I'm just looking at my lips move and then stop, and it looks like right there, something like that. Same thing here. This is a really bad angle. Yeesh. Okay, and then at the very end, we want to get rid of any frame that doesn't really matter. You might think that 1 second or 2 seconds of awkward silence isn't that awkward, but it's kind of deafening. It's really, really awkward, and it can mean the difference between your video looking kind of amateurish and a little bit more pro. And I want to show you another thing to make it look a little more pro as well, because if you remember, we shot that B-roll, and I told you we would do something with it. But first, What about background music? Well, I get my background music from Epidemic Sound, and you can use whatever background music that you choose here, but you want to make sure that when you import it into your project, just like you did with your video clips, and then bring it down to your timeline, that you drop the volume of that background music quite a bit. You're gonna have to use your headphones, really listen, and make sure that your video isn't going to cause the viewer to strain to hear what you want to say, what you are trying to say in your video. So bring that background music down. You're gonna have to play with it just a little bit. Now for that B-roll clip that I had you shoot. So we're gonna take this, we're gonna drag it down, and we're gonna put it on top of that A-roll, that rough draft that we just created where we were talking to the camera. And in this case, this clip is a lot longer than it needs to be. I don't want it to be covering my face the whole entire time. So what you wanna do with your B-roll is use that to show what you're talking about in the A-roll. So if I'm talking about my desk, and then I'm showing my B-roll of me talking about my desk. And you can use your B-roll to cover up those jump cuts if they're a little bit jarring, just to smooth them out a little bit. This is gonna make your video look a lot more smooth and a little bit more professional. My name is Meredith Marsh. On my channel, I create content about creating and editing videos. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So those are the basics of teaching yourself how to edit your videos that are gonna work for you no matter what type of videos that you're creating. And there are a couple of more moderately advanced techniques like using L cuts and J cuts and overlapping your audio just a little bit to really smooth out those cuts, and adding in background music that fades in and fades out, plus lower thirds like your name and subscribe button. And I cover that and so much more in my YouTube Editing for Beginners course called Social Video Pro, which I'll link to down in the description.